Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome. We're going to play with the cards. We're going to start with the Light Seers Tarot, give you a quick smudge, and see what messages there is for the beautiful collective today. For your highest and best always, through divine light, divine love, divine truth, divine power, and divine wisdom. 17 on the timer, and 222 is significant for this collective. 1111, 22, and 222, and 333. All right, so what do we have for the beautiful collective? Just kind of play with the cards and see what wants to come out, besides me throwing them all over the place. The star is on the bottom of the deck. The Ace of Swords, getting upgrades, information, inspiration, downloads, connecting with your highest self, because that to me is a stairway to the highest, stairway to heaven. Oh, that just came through. I know, maybe that TV show is significant from the 80s, Stairway to Heaven. All right. But remember, heaven is here. Heaven on earth. Heaven is here. All right. So, but again, stairway to heaven. So heaven, connecting with your highest self. So you are the star. Wish fulfillment, very connected to your highest, very connected to source. Number 17 is very significant as well. I'm going to read both of those cards for you, beautiful collective, and then we'll just shuffle away. But I was guided just to pull those from the bottom of the deck. You might be seeing 17s everywhere, like I do. I see 17 everywhere in all ways, shapes, and forms. Okay, so expect miracles. Know that your miracles are already here, okay? Exceptions. Your expectations, your manifestations fulfilled, wishes granted, opportunities. This is, you know, the healing after you've been going through a lot of traumatic events. You know who you are and you know you're on the right path. All right, inspired and renewed hope. And of course, like I said, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Apologize for the throat chakra still clearing. All right, you're going to be receiving those new ideas, those clarities. You're going to be receiving those aha moments, okay? Truths are being revealed, so be aware, okay? You're going to be in this heightened state of consciousness, and definitely if you tap into the moon energy, you're going to be in a heightened state of awareness, okay? A depth of your psychic abilities are going to be amplified, okay? So communication, there's victory, there's success here with this card, there's triumph. You might get that stroke of genius. You have been in this hermit phase, this healing phase, right? Number 9. All right. Again, all being guided by the light inside you. So going within to do the healing, you become guided by the light inside you. Again, we've got that pathway, that staircase back to self. Remember, the stairway to heaven is here. Heaven is here. It's consciousness. It's a state of consciousness. So you've been doing the healing work. You're a guide. You are a light worker. You're an earth angel, more than likely. If temperance comes out, that would be interesting. Excuse me. Number 9 is significant as well. So please pay your attention to the numbers, because there is always, in some way, shape, or form, again, take what resonates. Don't make shit fit. Don't make shit fit. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Claim what you want, leave what you don't. When it comes to the numbers, I talk out in the numbers because the numbers talk to me. That's how I coded myself. All right. So the hermit is, you've been doing the inter-reflection. You've been meditating. You've been doing contemplating. You've been doing the soul searching. You've been gaining the wisdom from within, from your highest, from your spiritual team, your spiritual mentor, whether it's in the physical realm or the non-physical realm, right? The spiritual realm. All right. You've been finding the guide within. You've been taking time away from the nonsense, the bullshit, and the chaos, and you've been hermiting. And that's great. That's awesome. That's necessary. I am my inner sage. I found my inner sage, my inner mentor, my inner guide, and show me the brightest light so I may see it with all of my heart. So you can ask your highest. Show me my brightest light so I may see it with all of my heart. Okay. And again, this light is emanating from the heart space. Okay. What else do we have for the beautiful collective? We'll mix this up with some other messages as well. Oh, how many do we have here? 3. All right. We've got the 3 of Wands. It's that fire energy. The 3 of Wands here. We have the Hierophant. And we have the 8 of Pentacles. All right, so let's see what we have here for the 3 of Wands. All right, the Three of Wands. Here we go. Again, she's looking forward. She's riding the waves, okay? Energy, manifested. Okay, waiting for the results of your effort, patiently waiting for the results of your effort, for your manifestations, for the arrival of your new opportunities, finally understanding your own ambitions and finally understanding your ambitions, all right, and continuing to improve and moving in the right direction, in the right progress, all right, even though you can't always see the path, okay? Number 5, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, which is basically, again, spiritual leader, teacher, guide. Could also mean divine marriage if any of the other cards that came out. But right now we're just gonna, Hierophant is you're a spiritual leader, you're a guide, you become enlightened. Again, that staircase, you become enlightened. Staircase to heaven. All right. You're in service of your spirit. You are walking around embodied as your highest, right? Aspects of your highest self. Your highest has taken the wheel, okay? All right. And you might be, maybe have you been experiencing or exploring, new paradigms, education or training, like becoming like a Reiki trainer or shamanic healing and different things like that, okay? The Eight of Pentacles. Eights are very significant. And again, we've got the moon cycle there. We have all these different skills and abilities and wisdom, all right? Knowledge understood is wisdom. Again, from not just this lifetime, but many. And for some of us, this lifetime has been a doozy. Some of us signed up to get her all done, now. All right? And that's no judgment on anyone else. That's what some of us chose. All right, this is your mastering. You've mastered your skills, your abilities. You're an expert craftsmanship. You've, with your skills and your abilities, your psychic abilities. All right, you've put in the work. All right, you've been methodical, you've been patient, and you've been determined, right? Stepping forward into your soul's purpose. Again, this is, going along with the back of this, is that you are going to be stepping into your soul's purpose. And for most of you, you might think you know what your soul's purpose is. You have no idea. You have no idea, Source says, what your soul purpose is. It's a complete surprise. All right. What else can we let the collective know? Yep, you've had to rest, recover, rejuvenate, nurture yourself. Number 4, you've had to let your heart heal. You've had to go within. All right. What else do we have here? Maybe a couple more cards, please and thank you, and then I'll switch decks. Yep, there's the High Priestess card. Upgrades, psychic abilities, upgrading those crown chakra upgrades. You've balanced the light and the dark, so you know your shadow and your light, and you've integrated it. Again, psychic, very, very psychic. Again, that's High Priest or Priestess. 2s, again, are very significant. I've rattled those off. So please look at the art, see where that activates. Again, that's that enlightenment, that activation, those upper chakras, and then the Magician underneath that. So, the High Priestess. You are the High Priest or Priestess, right? These are your dreams, your very powerful visions. You're probably receiving lots of visions, psychic insight, downloads, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, serendipitous moments. All right, meditation. You're receiving things in meditation or while you're doing introspection. Your intuition is extremely heightened at this point. Your spiritual experience is definitely expanding, okay? The Magician, again, we got the infinity sign here, which is significant. We got the portal. You are the portal. You are a magician. That is the number 1 card. So 2-1, 21. All right, you've got your natural skills. You're a natural magician, right? You're a natural magician. Again, for the highest of the highest and harm to none, always. All right, you have natural talents. Your powers of manifestation are big. Big, big, big. You're very creative and you're very resourceful, okay? You've held the strength. You've continued to move forward through all of the challenges, through all of the turmoil, through all of the delays, the blocks, the hurt, the pain, the trauma. You've continued to hold and stand in your strength. You get yourself off, you dust yourself off, and you keep moving forward. All right, that's the number 8. 8s are very significant as well, okay? All right, so courage, you've had the courage, you're that courageousness, you've been very calm and quiet, you know, that gentle strength, okay? You're an influence just by your presence, by you going through what you've gone through. You don't have to boast about it. Your quiet strength and your presence is a huge influence. Remember, that ripples out into the collective, all right? You're a graceful leader, right? You're a very gifted healer, okay? And you're pure of heart and thought and spiritual matters, right? You're very compassionate, and you have that animalistic instinct, okay? And underneath that is that 8 of Wands. So, and underneath that is the Sun card. But I'm going to see what this 8 of Wands energy is. I thought I was going to switch decks, but we'll see what the 8 of Wands energy is. What's coming in, because that's a very fast-moving energy. What is coming in? King of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. All right, King of Pentacles, that's that materialist, that material wealth. There's dogs could be significant, wolves could be significant as well. All right, King of Pentacles, okay? And again, the Sun card, that's the yes card. That's a very, you know, joyous, open, ready to receive. So be ready to receive these manifestations, these gifts, these abilities, these maybe receiving more guidance from your guides, from your highest self, from your ancestors. It can mean many things, okay? Let's see here, King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, again, you're overflowing with material abundance. You've been very patient and determined. All right, you're confident. You're a warm leader, providing for others comfort and security. Personal growth and goals have been reached. Prosperity and success is here. Now, again, you can be a female and still embody this energy. So again, take what resonates and leave what does not, okay? The Ace of Cups, filling your own cup. Filling your own cup. Pouring into your own cup. Okay, very, very important. You've been doing this through the Hermit phase, through the rest phase, okay? Super duper important stuff for this journey, okay? So you're going to be receiving new connections. Like I said, these could be physically new connections, or they can be spiritual connections, connecting to more of your galactic family, more depth and connection with different guides or ancestors that are working with you, different spirit guides, maybe like the dragons or the fae, or the unicorns. All right, you're going to start having new connections. You might also be receiving or connecting and having new relationships, new partnerships, new friendships, new seeds of love and hope, newfound emotions, finding yourself, awakening that heart, expanding that heart, finding more of the joy, continuing to look at the positive outcomes of things. It's the oneness. You've become one with self, right? You've found heaven here, right? All right, so what else do we have to finish this off? Please and thank you. Justice. You've balanced the scales. Number 11 again is significant. Definitely balanced the light and the dark. You balance the feminine and the masculine, but this also means there's something going on in the justice system. Maybe there's something that you're experiencing now in the legal system, or this just means there's been justice that has been balanced out in the spiritual realm as well. Okay, so justice is here. I'm going to read that card for you, beautiful collectives. And just know that things are balancing out if they have not already. All right. But again, it's balancing. You have been working on balancing the light, the dark, integrating that, and also balancing the divine feminine and the divine masculine within. Okay. So natural law. Okay. There's balance, karma, balance of the karmic scale, truth and wisdom, legal matters. Like I said, there might be something like legally in the physical realm taking place. Or just, again, justice has been taking place in the spiritual realms. Integrity, objectivity, perspective, and accountability. All right, always taking accountability. All right, so we are going to just pull a Earth Magic card here just to finish this off. here as well. And it's time to celebrate and dance. Dance, dance, dance. Get up and dance, 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 dance. Whatever that song just came in my mind. Continue to stand in that strength of a mountain, that quiet, gentle strength. Continue to focus. Focus forward. Quit focusing on the past. Quit focusing on the future. Just focus forward. Taking one step in front of the other. Also, you might be called to work with crystals, different crystals, okay? And taking that higher perspective, always taking it and looking again. We've got another portal here. Taking that microcosm and look and expand and into the macrocosm, right? Taking that higher perspective, okay? But also know that you are the cosmos. You are the Milky Way, okay? As above, so below. And again, get up and dance. Music, harmony. You've come into balance and you've harmonized yourself. You come into balance. What do I want to say on this? You've come into harmony within your heart. All right, you know who you are. Okay, continue to play as the inner child. Look at the world as your inner child. And again, she's looking up into the sunshine and receiving the rays, the information. And again, step into the world with that childhood innocence. And that's what we're going to create and play from. All right, that is your message today. Thanks for hanging out, beautiful souls. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.